Here's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Now Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, hey, let's shift gears for a second. Did you see Dre Kirkpatrick's 100-yard interception return not for a touchdown last week?
It doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, it's a 100-yard field. How does he get 100 yards and not score? What happened?
Picked it off in the end zone, couldn't take it all the way back to the other end zone. By the way, that 100-yard interception without it being a touchdown, longest in NFL history to not score.
But they did eventually score.
They did.
Didn't he fumble somewhere along the way?
Yeah.
Picked up his own fumble, gets to about the 1. They end up scoring. It happened in Denver. So I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, I know where you're going.
The altitude got him.
Altitude got him. Oh, poor Dre Kirkpatrick. Great return, though. Here's Roethlisberger. Brandon Graham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Philadelphia 1st down. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Fresh set of downs here. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Eagles on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vinny Curry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Roethlisberger will throw. And James has it. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. These two.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Blunt. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Defense showing blitz. Third down, it's Wendell Smallwood. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running your offense back out on the field.
This offense has gone for it 5 times already. They're now going to go for a 6th 4th down try. Back to throw. Wentz. And it's caught by Saleh. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Wentz to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk